I found this in an old purse yesterday, a grocery receipt from 5 years ago. When I saw the total, I wanted to cry. Not from sadness, from rage. Milk for $2, eggs for $1, ground beef for $3.99. This piece of paper proves we are not crazy. We are being robbed. So today, same store, same brands, same sizes. I'm showing you exactly what 3% inflation really costs a normal family. In 2021, this list cost me $112.47. Run the numbers at 4%. It should cost $137 today. That cash is in my hand right now. You suspect what's coming. So do I. Let's go prove it. First up, milk. On the 2021 receipt, I paid $2.29 for a gallon of store-brand whole milk. No organic, no fancy glass bottle, just the cheap one. Now here it is in 2026. Same brand, same gallon. Today's price, $3.79. That's not 3%. That's more than a 65% increase for the exact same thing. And by the way, they didn't suddenly start feeding the cows gold. Let's move on. Eggs. On my 2021 receipt, a dozen large eggs was $1.19. Nothing crazy, just the cheap carton. Now I'm standing here in front of the eggs in 2026, and what do we have? A dozen large eggs is over $3, and that's when they're on sale. So we've basically gone from around $1 to over $3 for the exact same chicken output. Did the hens unionize? Did they get health insurance? Because I sure didn't. Next, bread. In 2021, store-brand whole wheat bread was 99 cents. Remember when a loaf of bread under $1 was normal? Now the same loaf, same brand, looks a little bit slimmer, doesn't it? Price today is double that. And if you flip the bag over and actually count the slices, you'll notice something fun. The old standard was usually 22 slices. Now a lot of these family loaves are 18 slices, or even 16. So you're paying double the price for less bread, and if you dare complain, they slap the word artisan on it and pretend you're being upgraded. Let's talk ground beef. On my 2021 list, I picked up 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef for $3.50. Nothing fancy, just something to make a pot of chili or spaghetti sauce. Today, the same beef is $7 a pound. And if you look closely at the labels, so many of these bigger packages are hiding the price per pound in the smallest font possible. They want you to stare at the big sticker and forget to notice that the per pound price is criminal. From here, we go to pasta. In 2021, I bought a 1 pound box of basic spaghetti for 79 cents. In 2026, how many of these boxes still say 16 ounces? You start seeing 14 ounces, 13.25 ounces, all odd numbers that make it harder to do the math in your head. And the price? Now it's $1.50 or more for the smaller pound. So we're paying almost double for less product and being told it's just temporary pressures on the supply chain. Everything's getting more expensive, and the quality often drops at the same time. That's not inflation. That's corporate greed hiding behind inflation. All right, I've gone through the list. I've put all the same items in the cart. I'm at the checkout. In 2021, this cost me $112. Today, the total for the same weekly shop is $172. Same items, same shop, same life, different year. Let's do some quick, ugly math. That difference is over $60. That is a 54% increase. So for this very normal, boring family grocery trip, prices are roughly 50 to 60% higher in a few years. Not 3%. Not within expectations. Not temporary. This is the part that makes me angry, because we're constantly told that we just need to budget better. Stop buying lattes, clip more coupons, buy in bulk, as if the problem is that parents suddenly forgot how money works. No, the problem is that the baseline cost of existing has silently exploded, and we're being gaslit about it. They tell you inflation is coming down because last year was apocalyptic and this year is just terrible. But they never roll those prices back. Did milk ever go back to $2? No. Did eggs go back to $1? No. Did toilet paper quietly get thicker again? Definitely not. Prices ratchet up and the new normal becomes permanent. And behind those price tags are companies posting record profits, CEOs getting record bonuses, shareholders clapping while you stand in the aisle trying to decide which essential you're going to skip this week. Here's the worst part. If your groceries are up 50%, did your wage go up 50% too? Did your rent stay flat out of the kindness of your landlord's heart? Did your utility company say, you know what, you've had a tough year, let's freeze your bill? Of course not. So where exactly are we supposed to find this extra money? We shave it out of birthdays, school trips, little treats, and eventually out of basic nutrition. That's why this stupid little piece of paper from 2021 makes me so angry. Because it's proof. Proof that you are not crazy, you are not bad with money, you are not failing at adulthood. The game changed. The rules were rewritten while you were busy working, raising kids, and trying to make it all work. And then you were blamed for losing a game that was rigged from the start. So what do we do with this? First, we stop swallowing the narrative that everything's fine. If your weekly shop has gone up this much, that's not fine. That's a quiet crisis happening in millions of homes. Second, we start paying attention. Look at unit prices. Look at the size changes. Pay attention to the sneaky tricks. Smaller boxes, thinner rolls, more air, more water in your food. Name the brands that are playing dirty. Call them out. Don't just accept it. Third, share your own reality. In the comments, I want you to tell me about one item in your life that has exploded in price. It can be groceries, rent, kids' clothes, school lunches, anything. Tell me what it used to cost, tell me what it costs now, and how that difference feels in your actual life. Because our little time capsule here is just one receipt in one store. I want to know what your receipt looks like. When did you first look down at the total and think, this is not normal? And if you still have an old receipt lying around somewhere, go find it. Compare it to today. Do the math yourself. See how much your life has been quietly marked up. If this video made you feel a little less crazy and a little more angry at the right people instead of yourself, then do the one thing they don't want you to do. Talk about it. Share it. Make noise. Because as long as we're all suffering in silence, they get to keep telling us that everything is under control. If you want more brutal, honest tests like this, where we don't just rant, we measure, we weigh, we calculate, then stick around. Next time, we're not just comparing totals, we're going after specific products and putting their shrinkflation on full display. Until then, keep your receipts. They might be the only honest history book we've got left.